I just want to briefly talk about the seasons. I think I may have done another video like this, but the funny thing about seasons is like when a new one starts, I think it's exciting, and about up to about probably about halfway through, and then you get tired of that weather. Like fall, for example, in New England, the end of August, beginning of September, like when kids are going back to school, right around like the middle of September, or when I was a kid, it was middle of September. I remember like you'd immediately start feeling those fall days on the first day of school. Now it wasn't actually because it was actually starting fall, but it was because excuse me for a second, got an itch on my toe. It was because you were getting up earlier. Because in the summer when you're a kid, sorry, uh, you know, you slept later. But when you had to go back to school, you had to get up at like 6 o'clock in the morning. And it was darker and it was colder, and it had already started to change the seasons. So, like, but those first few days that hanging out with your friends those weekends when it's starting to get the foliage is turning color in October, usually like third week of October, second week of October, and it's just looking beautiful. And then it starts to fall as it progresses. Now, fall is one of the exceptions. I think it's pretty nice all the way through because you're going into another season that's colder. So fall is nice. You get the foliage. You get to just enjoy that crispness in the air and getting a hot cider and putting on a sweater, like, or at least a light jacket when you leave the house, and wearing jeans more and less shorts. Like, uh, that's probably like my favorite season anywhere that I've been would be New Hampshire in the fall, I'd say. Um, and then winter. Winter's nice in New England. I think I like it better than I like it here. Mainly because I don't know. I just think that like winter back home, even though it was just about, I mean, definitely colder than it is here, like you at least got a lot of snow. And I know a lot of people up north are just like, fuck you, snow sucks. You don't gotta deal with it. You don't gotta shovel it every 5 minutes. What impersonation is that? I'll tell you who. Mr. Corey. Did he eat the seat Smith? Willette Smith. Sorry. Yeah. So that's, I mean, the winter's there. At least there's like, it's like real winter. It's not like just cold and bitter like it is in Virginia. I just don't like it as much here. And then spring. Either way, there's really not much spring anymore. When I was a kid, I loved it in Massachusetts because you started being able to go out more and stay out later, and you didn't have to put a jacket on and gloves and bundle up, as some might say. Uh, so spring for me, I don't know. It's a toss up because I do like it here. I mean, I've been to other places during the spring, I think, but between the two, or at least my idea of spring, I guess maybe. Well, like the West Coast, where I'd like to live, like in the southwestern area, like especially close to the ocean, it's like in the 70s, like year round, basically. So I mean, you want almost a little bit of a change somewhere, um, and you're not going to get it in the spring because that's your standard weather the whole time there. So I guess yeah, I'd go with New England again. And summer, definitely up north, maybe even further north would be nice. I'd say like upper New Hampshire. So there you go. Yeah, I just started thinking about that. I don't know what brought it up. No idea. Sometimes things just pop into my head. So, yeah, I love all the seasons for so many different reasons. You can't make a person pick their favorite season when they just love all the weather, except for the really hot. So summer, you're out. Sorry. Although summer is, I remember growing up, going to the beach in York Beach, Maine, and the water was so cold there. But there's so many beautiful shells that you could bring home with you that, like, sure, you can buy them and so on and so forth. But it's neat finding them at the ocean or sea glass and stuff like that. I don't know. I do I love going down to, like, Newport or Scusset Beach or, Plymouth. Like, it's always so nice to be on the ocean when it's summer because it's so much cooler there. Or at least, like like when there's a breeze. Otherwise, the sand is just son of a bitch. I like sand when it's not too hot. We got some complaining to do, man. All right, okay, let's call it a night before things get out of control. These are good, real good. Damn. You might add a little Coke into that, just a little bit. It's a nice combination, but I want to try that ass drink. Sounded pretty good. What do you think? Let's do an ass review on the next one. Well, next time I have money. I'll go get some amaretto, some Southern Comfort I have, and sweet and sour mix I have. So all I need is amaretto. I might have amaretto, actually. I'll have to go look. Anywho, you guys have a great night. Thanks for always coming back. And I will see you tomorrow night on episode 90 of The Road to 40. See ya. Happy dreams.